Hey guys, welcome back to Talking Chelsea Blues. Welcome back to another video. We hope you're all doing well today. This is your match preview for Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea in the Premier League. But before we get into that, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell icon on to be notified when we upload. Share this channel out as much as possible, guys. It really does help us out. And thank you so much for joining us. Guys, this is going to be a good one. And I'm excited for it after the weekend. If you haven't catched the vlog, it's on YouTube now for the Chelsea versus West Ham game on the weekend. That is on the channel now. Go and check it out. But Dad, sum up your thoughts with the last two performances, beating Tottenham 2-0 and then West Ham 5-0 at Stamford Bridge. Sum up your thoughts on that.
That is big positives there. In terms of points and the way we've played, have we turned a corner? I think we're going on 2 games here, and I think, if we could win every game till the end of the season, which the last one I believe is with Bournemouth, then obviously we could be in the Europa League then, and go on and try to win that trophy. But it's a hard one. It's piece by piece, game by game. It's no good, not as well as the players, the fans, becoming too sort of optimistic. Like I say, game by game. We've won the last 2 games. The one against West Ham quite emphatically, and it could be a case where we turn up to meet Nottingham Forest and everything goes balls up. But I say that if we continue not making changes to the team we've played in the last 2 games, keeping our spirits up, and playing that electric football that we've been playing, where everything is in sync, the chemistry is there, so I think we have to adhere to the formation, to the players, not make any wild substitutions, keep that team playing in sync, and I think we could be in luck and sort of do well now with the last few games of the season. So that's my theory on it.
I mean, look, I see it like this. We'll get into some team news in a bit, and our predicted lineup and so on and so forth. But for me, what I have noticed is there's been a huge tactical switch in what Pochettino's doing, but people are still Pochettino out. I've been a flip-flop all season. Pochettino should stay, Pochettino should go. I think I'm at this point now where he's starting to really show what he's doing and what he wants to do with this team, but I think it's going to be a case of keep him until next season, give him another season to progress and see how that goes. But he did say in his press conference today, this is from, I am paraphrasing from Fabrizio Romano here, he has said, Pochettino and his future at Chelsea, we're already planning the pre-season tour together. We have had some meetings and are working with the responsibility to organise the next season and, of course, working in the future. He's also gone on to say that it's not only if the directors are happy, if we're happy, you need to ask us also. It's not the first time the coaching staff decided to stop going. I'm not saying I'm not happy, but it's always just one side, and maybe we need to look at the other side. I guess in that term, he's looking at if the owners are happy, or if the owners are happy or unhappy, flick a switch. But what about the staff? What about the actual coaching staff who are coaching the team? They need to be happy too, because otherwise it's not going to work. The dynamic is not going to work between owners and players and staff. It's not going to work. But he's Todd Bowley come out and said yesterday we're playing beautiful football and this is what he wants to see. Todd Bowley's the face of it all. It's down to Barley and Feliciano at this point. They're the ones running the show. But in terms of the game tomorrow, I expect us to go out with a similar idea, a similar pattern of play that we have been. But if we're going into some stats quickly, Chelsea have won 3, drawn 2, and lost 1 in their last 6 matches against Nottingham Forest. We're unbeaten in our last 2 games. In our last 2 games, scoring 7 goals, with Jackson scoring 3 in his last 2. It's incredible. Dad, I mean, these are stats. These don't really mean anything in just one game, does it? I mean,
Well, stats, stats do show, basically your performance level. I also believe that, our performance over the last couple of months has been better than it was previously. But, like I say, you take everything on a game-to-game basis. This squad could be building and, coming to fruition now. So let's just hope that that's the case. I've noticed, in the last 2 games, players who are very key and players who are sort of, like I use the word again, gelling well together. And, what can spoil that, is when the manager, decides to sort of make changes there, because somebody has a discrepancy. I haven't played in the last few games, or whatever.
It's not about that.
It's not about that,
It's about what's working in this point of time.
What's working, in tandem. Yeah. So I think we have to stay with this, and aim now to win every game. It's about points, and it's about getting Europa status. So that's all I can say is stay level-headed, basically on a positive note, and just sort of like look towards ending this season now
with
wins,
sort of
and with
idea of what we're going to do next season.
That's all we can.
But we need to go out this season with dignity.
Yeah, well,
last season, dignity went out the window. It was gone. It was gone within December. This dignity wasn't existent in this club. Now, we're looking at a possible best finish in the last 3 seasons.
Oh, yeah. Right.
So, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Let's talk about some team news anyway. Let's just get into some team news. There are no injury concerns. Reece James is back. He could play tomorrow. He could play a part in the game. I'm hoping it's going to be from the bench.
But then again, you like I say, you change that and everyone says, oh yeah, Reece James is back or Sterling's back or whatever. Yeah,
if it's not broken, don't
dynamics.
If it's not broken, don't fix it.
As it is. The last 2 games
have worked.
Have spoken volumes, about these players on there, and if they continue to, play with the same impetus, and drive, then we could be looking at Europa football and ending the season on a good note. But when I say don't start making changes now, or so and so's back, or you change the dynamics and the shit will hit the fan. So
let's talk about some Nottingham Forest news. Like Nottingham Forest are not in the best of form, obviously. Winning one of their 5 last games, beating Sheffield 3-1 last time out. I mean, there's not really much dignity in that. To be fair, we couldn't even beat Sheffield, but yet they can.
Yeah, but never go on that either. That just because a club has lost his last 4 or 5 games, or whatever,
they could just spring a surprise.
Yeah, they could have lost the last 20 games, but they could still beat you. Yeah,
exactly.
So that's where you have to be ready and not be conceited. Yeah, get out there, play every game. Yeah, with 100% positivity. Yeah, that. Like I say, if it's working, the dynamics are there, do not, under no circumstances, change that team, because I can tell you now, it'll all go tits up.
Yeah, let's get into some team news anyway. This is our predicted lineup. So, starting goal, Petrovic, without question. Excuse me, Dad. Talk to me about Petrovic. What do you think?
Yeah, I think in the last few games, he's starting to show, that, there is that possibility that he could be the goalkeeper Chelsea is looking for. He hasn't long come into the team, so, just give him time. It's like everything else, with the players we've had. They've had time, if not, 1 season, 2 seasons. So, yeah, everything takes time. But, like I say, the time and the patience now is starting to have a positive reflect on the club, and that's good. So I'm happy with that.
And then we move into a back four of Trevor Chalobah, Thiago Silva, Benoit Badiashile, and Cucurella. Dad, for me, keep the same back four as against West Ham because it worked. It worked a damn treat.
Yeah.
And Cucurella especially moving into that inverted wing back role, stepping into the midfield to help Conor Gallagher and Caicedo, who are going to be our 2 midfielders.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Cucurella's been one of the top performers, if not the top performer in the team the last few games.
Yeah, and another thing I'm going to sort of like to speak on here is that previously in games we've been losing that ball a lot in the midfield. Now we seem to have tightened up, even just not midfield but our defence as well. And I'm extremely happy that this is happening, and this is what we need to be focusing on, and sort of carrying on.
100%, I agree. Obviously the midfield too, Caicedo and Gallagher. Caicedo's starting to step up. Gallagher's looking exceptional in this midfield role. So great. Excuse me, guys. My chest is killing me today.
Which one is bugs?
And then in behind the striker, Madueke on the right, Mudryk on the left, Palmer in the 10. Like, the end of the day, it's been working. So give it that time. Dad, are you happy with that 3?
Yeah.
And then Jackson up top. What can you say? Jackson's our only striker, really. So you've got to put him up there. You've got no choice. But he has been proving his worth the last few games. And he's really improved all season. So I'm very happy with that. But guys, let us know your team in the comment section down below. We'd love to hear what you're thinking. Dad, let's move on to some predictions. Starting with you. What do you think?
Well, going on the state of play in the last 2 games. I still think, here, we can't take our foot off the gas, and sort of like have this attitude that this is an easier game going up against Nottingham Forest because Nottingham Forest has lost their last 5 games, we lost 5, we lost more than that in 1 season, didn't we, in a row?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say here is like, when I'm talking about not taking our foot off the gas, we have to keep up our defence. We have to, not lose that ball in midfield. These players have to be playing not just to the level and ability they played in the last 2 games, but striving to be better again. So each time we come out, we're better. So, we're becoming more active on the pitch, faster, more aggressive, and this is what we've needed for a long time. Yes, and I think that we can do this. And like I say, it's all down to how we play the next few games and keeping the team as it is.
So your prediction is?
My prediction is going to be 2-0 to Chelsea.
Goal scorers?
Well, I've got Jackson as one of the scorers, and I think we're going to have sort of a late goal from Cole Palmer as well.
Yep, I've gone for the same 2-0 as my prediction, with Jackson and Palmer to score again. But guys, let us know your predictions in the comment section down below. Let us know your team news as well. I hope you've all enjoyed this video. That is the end of today's video. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Turn that notification bell icon on to be notified when we upload. Share the channel out as much as possible, guys. It really does help us out. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget, we will be live from 5:15 tomorrow for the Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea watch-along. Live on YouTube and Twitch. And guys, we will see you there tomorrow. Take care, guys.
Take care, guys.